Okay. Hello, my name is Angkana.
I'm Thanat.
I'm Monpan.
I'm Buslawan.
I'm ชัดชัย
แอมธนพัฒน์
I'm Siwaporn.
Today we are with Mr. Joe from Joe English Institute. Let's start talking. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, definitely. As you all know, my name is Joe. You can call me Pongtep as well. That's like my Thai name. I also have a Thai name, but usually people call me Joe. You know, I am the owner of the Joe's English Institute, and right now I'm working as a university guest lecturer sometimes and teacher as well in my school. Okay, that's some brief stories about me. I'll tell you later. Okay.
And why did you choose this job?
Oh, maybe it's because of the fortune, you know. I at first I really don't want to be a teacher. You know, back in the days, I was a doctor, and because I graduated from a medical school in Thailand, and I'm working as a doctor. But eventually, for around like I've been studying for a long time, and then after finished the medical school, I think I'm not suitable to be a good doctor. So I decided to find something that I like. For example, you know, I used to be a soldier. I used to work in an army as well, and sometimes I work as a copywriter. I do a lot of things. I even own a restaurant as well. But now, you know, the fortune comes, and I become a teacher, and I really love it because I think this is what I'm dreamed for. You know, I feel like I'm a genius as a teacher because I love helping people. Not how good my English is, but how I feel about my students. You know, I just love my students. That's why I like teaching. Yeah. Next question. Any question?
What is the starting point for doing your business?
Oh, well, because I own my own school, and it's a tutorial school, and you could say it's a business, but you know, in my mind, I don't think it's a business because I teach for fun. But eventually, I was lucky because when I teach for fun, I also get the money, so it becomes a business. And I would say like I feel really really successful with my job because I enjoy my job every day. You know, talking students, teaching them. You know, I make them pass the exam, and they told me about their success, and I feel so happy with it. And that's it. That's what I like about my job. You know, and that's the starting point because of, you know, I was able to teach, you know, some students, and I feel they have a successful life. And since then, I feel like I'm the right teacher. I want to be a teacher. Yeah, that's how I start my business. Right.
What are your strengths?
Whoa. I can't really tell about my strength, but I don't know what my strength is, but I think my strength is happiness. I'm very happy all the time, so I enjoy my job a lot, and I don't feel any pressure at all. But I have a lot of weaknesses as well because I'm super creative with my teaching, so I don't like a program teaching. You know, people program me to teach. I don't like it. I want to be creative. I want to be with people. I want to know my students. I want to know how they feel, and I want to learn from their feeling. And from there, I'm going to teach and help them. So, you know, I have a lot of weaknesses because I'm not a very, very program teacher. I'm like a more creative teacher, right? I'm not sure if it is a strength or is a weakness. I'm not sure. Okay, but I'm happy with my job, so it might be a strength, I think. Right.
What are your weakness?
Oh, I told you already, right? About my weakness already. I think I believe I have a lot of weakness in myself. But eventually, I don't know, really. I feel like I'm very sensitive when students feel sad, maybe. And sometimes if they don't feel happy, I'm not happy too. So I will have to try to make them feel good, feel better. So it's going to be much easier for me if my student is happy and I'm happy. So I guess I'm a little bit sensitive for my students, I think. Right. I think that's all about my weaknesses. Right.
What are you go for this business in the future?
I never think about the future because I'm doing my best now, and that means that I'm going to have a great future because I was working so hard for myself now, trying to help people, and hopefully, if it is possible, I hope I could help more people, more and more people, to make them feel good with English, to make them better with English, let them enjoy English. So that's my goal. But my future goal is just to make my students better. I don't have much goal about life. I just want to help. So that's me. Right.
What is the biggest change in your business?
Bigger change. Well, I have been teaching for almost 15 years because I was teaching from when I was like 25 years old. I always have changes in myself every 5 years because I was able to teach a lot of students since then, right? So it means that I have more experience. When I got more experience, I can feel more about my students, how they really feel, and understand how they really feel about English. So I was getting better and better because of my student teaching me. I'm not the one who teach them only, but they also teach me. So when they teach me, what do they teach me? They teach me about they don't understand something that they don't understand, and they try to ask me the questions. I try to answer those questions. If I can answer those questions, it means I'm a better teacher. So from since then, I was getting better and better by helping more and more students. So that's it. So that's my answer. Okay.
Have you ever thought about give up your business? So what keeps you going?
0%. Never give up. I never give up with anything. I just love the work, you know, because because I don't look for money. That's not my life goal. I don't care about money. I care about I want to help. That's why I become a teacher. When I see people getting better, it keeps me going on and on nonstop. But if I don't have students to teach, maybe I might give up. But I have so many students for me, they're like my children, my little babies, because I don't have kids. So I feel like all my students are my little babies. I just want to help them, make them better. Right. So I enjoy my work so much. I never think about giving up. Never. Nobody can say bad things to me, and if I want to give up, no. I always feel good about myself. Right. Very confident.
Tell me how you handle a difficult situation.
How do I handle difficult situation? Well, usually I don't have problems with teaching, but sometimes I have problems with people, not students, but sometimes people who are, they're not ready for new things. Sometimes my way of teaching is so creative, and they want a program teaching, and I couldn't do that because I think it's wasteful. It's a waste of time teaching like something that in some theories of English theories, they teach more than like maybe 16 years, and I can't take it. It's too long. So it takes me only like maybe half an hour to teach that, and people understand. And yeah, so sometimes it could be a little bit difficult for some people who's very conservative about teaching. They love like old teaching style. So that's but I eventually, because I teach alone, I don't have people to have conflict with, so no problem, right? But I think people might be the problem sometimes. It can be difficult to handle, right?
Who's your mentor?
Ooh, I have so many mentors in my life. Everybody who give me advice, they're all my teachers, and I always think about them for giving me the knowledge. I have a lot of mentors, but my mother, my father, my students, they are my mentor. Students teach me how to teach. I'm not sure if you understand or not, but students teach me how to teach. They ask me questions, and I have to learn from their questions so I can teach them. to make them understand. So I think my best mentor is my students, right? I think, right.
If there is an error in your work, how do you solve it?
Oh, I will find the root of the problem, and I know the root of the problem is me, not students, right? So I will always try to find a solution for it. But there's so many errors in life, right? People make errors all the time. So as me, I always have an error as well. Sometimes I was, being too lazy. Sometimes, I wake up not early. I really wake up late, and then that's my error too. And I try to change myself and do it better. But when I have a schedule to do, and maybe I make anybody's appointment, I never missed it, right? So yeah, you have to learn from your errors always. But I'm not sure. There's so many errors in life, and I'm ready to tackle it. No problem. Right.
How do you handle pressure?
Right. Experience. From I really don't know how to handle pressure, but based on my like working for a long time, right? In work, we always have pressure, but if we can solve the problem, the pressure gone. You try to learn from your pressure all the time. If you can learn from your problems, you can handle the pressure. No worries. Okay. But you need to learn from your problems always, so that you can when you can solve the problem, the pressure from work gone right away. Right. Anybody
What
have any
have
more
you
questions?
had the most success with your career?
Oh, being able to teach students and make them successful. That's my like. That's my, how would I say? That's my nirvana for my work. You know, I feel like it's the best thing ever if I was able to teach my students and they pass what they want. They get good jobs, they have a successful life, they have good families, and when they come back and see me, I feel so happy for them, and that's my success. My success is other people's success. Not myself. I feel like I'm already successful of being a good teacher, and that's it for me. It's very difficult. Your questions are good. Your questions are good. It's very sensitive. It's very reasonable. It's very practical. Good.
If you done this job, what career will you do?
Ah, I have a lot of things to do. I love playing soccer a lot, but that's like my, because I was a little bit old now. I can't be a professional footballer anymore. So if I am able to work again, I go back again, I would become a professional footballer. And if not, I would be in the army. I love being a soldier, protecting the country. Right. I love gunfights, along the borders of Thailand. I want to help Thailand, so I want to be a soldier. Right. Teaching is a type of soldier, but you don't use guns. You use your knowledge to help people. So I love any job that help people. That's what I like about my job. Right.
I appreciate the information you have shared. Have a great day, Mr. Joe.
Thank you. Thank you, you guys. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye bye, kids.
Thank you.